സർവം ബ്രഹ്മമയം രേ 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 സർവം ബ്രഹ്മമയം. സർവം ബ്രഹ്മമയം സർവം ബ്രഹ്മമയം രേ 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 സർവം ബ്രഹ്മമയം.
Good morning all. Okay, we'll start. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Om Sadashivasamarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Parambaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutrabhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punaha. Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnur Gurur Devo Maheshwarah Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Vasudeva Sudam Devam Kamsachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Grathitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitamritavarshinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Ambatva Manusandadhami Bhagavad Gite Bhavadveshinim Namostute Vyasa Vishala Buddhe Pullaravindayada Patranetra Yena Tvaya Bharata Tailapurnaha Prajvalito Jnanamaya Pradipaha Prapanna Parijataya Totra Vetraikapanaye Jnanamudraya Krishnaya Gita Mrtaduhe Namaha. Sarvopanishado Gavo Dogdha Gopalanandanaha Partho Vatsasudhir Bhokta Dugdham Gita Mrtam Mahad. Vasudeva Sudam Devam Kamsachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Bhishmadronatata Jayadratha Jalagam Dharanilopala Salyagrahapati Kripena Vahani Karnena Velakula Ashwathama Vikarna Ghora Makara Duryodhana Vartini Sottirna Khalu Pandavai Hirananadi Kaivartaka Keshavaha Parasarya Vachas Sarojamamalam Gitartha Gandhotkadam Nanakyanaka Kesaram Harikatha Sambodhana Bodhitam Loke Sajjana Shatpadairaharaha Pepiyamanam Muda भूयाद् भारतपङ्कजं कलिमलप्रध्वंसिनः श्रेयसे मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः. Om. Good morning and namaskaram to all. Is my audio clear? Can you please someone say audio is okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's
Okay. Thank you very much. Yeah.
thank you.
Okay. So we have been discussing Srimad Bhagavad Gita. We are doing the 9th chapter, Raja Vidya Raja Guhya Yogam. We completed up to verse number 14. So verse number 14 was is Satatam Kirtayanto Mam Yatantascha Dridhavrataha Namasyantascha Mam Bhaktya Nityayukta Upasate. Bhaktya Mam Upasate. They worship me with lots of love and Nityayuktaha. Nityayuktaha means those who have set themselves their goal as Bhagavat Prapti. Bhagavat Prapti is the only goal, not the Kama, Artha, Dharma, all that is over now. My only goal in life is liberation, Mukti, Moksham. This is my only goal. Those who are in this path, Satatam Kirtayantaha, they chant Bhagavan's name at all times. Satatam. Satatam means at all times they chant Bhagavan's name. Satatam Kirtayantaha Dridhavrataha. Dridhavrataha. They have got conviction, Dridhavrataha, firm conviction, and Yatantascha. They control their mind, their sense organs, etc. Who have total control on that. Dridhavrataha Yatantascha Namasyantaha. They do namaskaram to Sakala Characharam. All that I see, smell, taste, everything, all that various names and forms that I see, I prostrate, I do namaskaram to them. So such they are the Satatam Kirtayanto Mam Yadandascha Dridhavrataha Namasyantascha Mam Bhaktya Nityayukta Upasate. They worship me always with lots of love. So we will move to the next verse, 15th verse. The 15th verse is Jnana Yajnena Chapyanye Yajanto Mamupasate Ekatvena Pridhaktvena Bahudha Vishwato Mukham. Anye. One second. Yeah, 15th verse. Jnana chapyanye yajanto mamupasate ekatvena pridhaktvena bahudha vishwato mukham. Anye, those who have clearly, intellectually understood the Tattvam. Those who have understood the Tattvam, okay, Vishwato Mukham. See, what is that? We'll first discuss. What is this intellectual clear understanding of this Atma? The intellectual understanding of Atma is by Yukti. Shruti, Yukti. Shruti means whatever you have, we are hearing. We hear from the Vedas. Okay. Once we hear it and then we do a lot of mananam, contemplate, upasana, think about it, that is yukti. Use the proper logic in the direction of Atma, in the direction of knowing this Bhagavan, that yukti. Okay, so with that Vishruti. See, there are various kinds of yuktis which are told in the Prakarana Grandhas. One is we have heard this Drigdrishya Vivekam. Another is Panchakosha Vivekam. Then Avasthatraya Vivekam. So this Avasthatrayam and Panchakosha Vivekam we have discussed in various other discussions. So let us see what is this Drigdrishya Vivekam. Okay, Drigdrishya. There is a beautiful verse in Brahmajnana Valimala by Bhagavan Adi Shankara. What Bhagavan says in the 17th verse, in that he says, Drigdrishyau dvau padartostaha paraspara vilakshanau drig brahma drishyam mayeti sarva vedanta dindimaha. Drik drishyau dvau padartostaha. There are two things. One is drik. In the beginning of our inquiry, there are only two things. One is drik. Okay, one who sees, drik, the drashta. Okay, and the other is drishyam. Okay, the objects of this world with the sense organs, whatever we see or whatever is appearing to me. So to the drik, one who sees, one is the seer and the other is the objects which are seen. So drik, drishyav, dvau padartostaha. There are only two things. One is the drik, other is the drishyam. Okay, and how are they? Paraspara vilakshanau. They are just the opposite. They are opposites, like light and darkness, bodham or consciousness and the jadam. Consciousness and jada, or bodham and jadam. What is bodham? Bodham is that which always is there in every one of us, because of which we are able to see, smell, taste, all that, Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandham, all that with the five sense organs, whatever we experience, because of which we experience, and the one who is experiencing it is the drik. The one who is experiencing it is the drik, that is the I, aham, I am. The notion that I am is always ever present. Where is this present? When the original consciousness, the bodham, okay, or Brahman or Atma, that Atma, which when it reflects in the mind, the notion of I arises. I am seeing, I am smelling, I am tasting, I am touching, I am tasting, with the five sense organs, whatever we do, it is that I-ness which reflects, which the original consciousness, the bodham, okay, that is ever present, which is never born, which never dies. When it reflects in the mind, okay, when it reflects in the mind, that first thing that arises is that ahamkaram. I do things and I enjoy things. That is the drik. So the reflected consciousness, what is the cause of this reflection? It is the original consciousness, the bodham. Okay, whether the body is there, whether the body is not there, whether the mind is there, whether the mind is absent, at all times this bodham is ever present. This Atma is ever present. If there is no bodham, if there is no chaitanyam, there is no the experience of this jada vastu at all. So what does that mean? It means that bodham is there, prapancham is there. If there is no bodham, if there is no consciousness, the world is not there. So what does that mean? It means that whatever that is appearing, this is called Anvaya Vyatirekam. Anvaya Vyatirekam. If bodham is there, the prapancham is there. If bodham is not there, there is no such condition. But when bodham is not there, you cannot, there is no experience of this prapancham. That means all that experiences, all the prapancham has to be bodham alone. Another example, the example given in Shruti is the necklace and the shape of the necklace is there only because of the gold. Okay, so gold is there, the necklace is there. If there is no gold, there is no necklace. That means whatever that is appearing as necklace is gold alone. Okay, so similarly, Brahman is there, the Prapancham is there. If Brahman is not there, the Prapancham does not exist. That means all that Prapancham that is being experienced is Brahman alone. Okay, Patatantuvad, you take a piece of cloth. Okay, a piece of cloth, let it be kerchief or let it be a towel or let it be a sari or dhoti, anything. So what is that? What is it there? It is nothing but a thread only. See, it is the thread. But when we see the cloth, the whole kerchief or the sari, we forget to see the thread in it. Whereas in full and full, through and through, it is all thread only. But we see the cloth and we forget the thread. Similarly, when we look at this prapancham is bodham consciousness alone. And here, Drigdrishya Vivekam, what he says as Drik Drishyo Dvau Padartho Saha. Okay, in this, Drik Brahma. Drik is the Brahman and Drishyam Mayeti. The Drishyam, the appearance of this objects of this world, the appearance, whatever that appears is Maya, which does not exist in reality, or in other words, whatever that is appearing as the objects of this world or this universe is Brahman alone. Drik Brahma, Drishyam Mayeti, Sarva Vedanta Dindimaha. All that Vedanta, all Upanishads, Sarva Vedanta means all Upanishads talk about the same thing only. All the Upanishads talk about the same thing. Dindimaha, they proclaim. All the Upanishads proclaim this. What? Drik Brahma, Drishyam Mayeti, Sarva Vedanta Dindimaha. This is the intellectual clear understanding. Use our own logic, use our yukti and think about this, and we come to a clear understanding, come to a clear conclusion that all that is appearing as many is that one alone, Brahman alone, Bodham alone, consciousness alone, Bhagavan alone, God alone is present. In this thought, that is the intellectual clear understanding. Okay, so what Bhagavan says here is that, okay, one more verse in Brahmajnana Vali Mala. What he says, 18th verse is Aham Sakshiti Yo Vidyad Vivichaivam Punah Punaha Sayeva Mukta So Vidwaniti Vedanta Dindimaha. Aham Sakshiti, I am that witness consciousness, I am that witness, I am the Sakshi. Yo Vidyad, who understands, Vivichayevam Punah Punaha, thinking about this again and again and again, contemplating again and again. Sayeva Muktaha, he is the Mukta Purushaha, he is Jivan Muktaha. So Vidwaniti, he is a Vidwaniti Vedanta Dindimaha. All the Upanishads proclaim. Okay, so coming back to our verse, 15th verse, Anye, those who have clearly intellectually understood that this is Atma, this is Brahman. Okay, then what do they say? Ekatvena. Ekatvena means Sarvam Brahmamayam. In this thought, everything is Brahman alone, God alone. And Vishwa Prithaktvena. Prithaktvena means whatever the appearances, the appearance is one, that is one alone. That means this universe is one. The universe is one body. It is the Brahma Shariram. It is the body of Brahman. Think that way. So this is what is the Virat Rupam. Virat Swarupam, which is explained in Vishwarupa Darshanam. There is one full chapter is there. So in that, Bhagavan Krishna, he shows Arjuna Vishwarupam. He shows him, Vishwarupam. What is that? Virat Rupam. Okay. So that Virat Rupam is one body. That means the sun, the galaxies, the moon, you, me, etc. All of that, the plants, the animals, all of them, everything is the limbs of that Virat Purusha. So this is the Virat Swarupa Upasana. Okay, Vishwarupa Upasana it is. So in this Upasana, in Srimad Bhagavatam also it is there. Srimad Bhagavatam, it is second skandam, first chapter. Okay, in Srimad Bhagavatam, second skanda, first chapter explains this Virat Rupa Varnana is there. In this, it is a Upasana. So what is that Upasana? It is that seeing the whole universe as one body. It's one body. That is the Virat Rupam. Okay. So in Malayalam also there is a beautiful, fantastic verse. Ananda Chinmaya Hare Gopika Ramana Jnanenna Bhava Mat Tonaika Venamiha Tonunnata Akhilam Jnanidenna Vari Tonename Varada Narayanaya Namaha. Hey Ananda Chinmaya Hare Gopika Ramana. Hey Bhagavan, what he says, Jnanenna Bhava Madu Tonaiga, that ahankaram, that the limited personality, that I am, that I should not think of that I am. So individually I don't think myself as that limited thing. Okay, Ananda Chinmaya Hare Gopika Ramana Jnanenna Bhava Madu Tonaiga. I should not think that I am this limited body, I am this limited mind. Then, if at all I am thinking like that, Tonunnada Akhilam Jnanitanna Vari, the whole universe is me alone, or the whole world is I am. Akhilam Jnanitanna Vari. So there is no ahankaram at all. There is that that universal consciousness I am. I am that which appears as this whole universe. Okay, this is the Vishwato Mukham, or this is the Virat Swarupam. In this Virat Swarupam, how to contemplate? There is a beautiful, clear explanation is given in Bhagavatam as well as in other Upanishads also. Even in Laghunyasam also it is there. Mahanyasam, Laghunyasam, all this explained the same thing only. What is that? The foot. Okay, how to do this Virat Upasana? The foot, the foot, the below the foot portion, it is the Patalam. The portion below our waist area is contemplated as Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Rasatala, Talatala, Mahatala, Padalakyam. So 7 lower worlds. Okay, so below the waist, the foot, below the foot is called Patalam, and the top of the foot is called Rasatalam. Okay, and the calf, below calf area is Mahatalam and Talatalam. Okay, and the knee is Janu, is called Sutalam, and both the thighs, that is the Vitalam and Atalam. So these are the 7 lower worlds, okay, of below the waist, and the waist is the Bhutalam, and the navel is the Akasha, Nabhastalam, chest is the Swargam, the neck portion is the Maharlogam, the temple, the forehead is the Tapolokam, and the head is the Satyalokam. So the Bhur, Bhuvar, Mahar, Janas, Tapas, Satyalokam, all the 7 worlds, above the waist and above 7, and below the waist 7. So these are the 14 worlds is the body of this Bhagavan. And also it continues, the hands are the Indra and all other devas, they are So how we contemplate? We see that all the lokas, the lower lokas, the upper lokas is the body, and the hands etc. is Indra and other devas. The ears are the directions, all the directions. The Shabdam is the Shravanendriyam. Okay, the Shabdam. The ears are the directions. Shabdam, it is the Shravanendriyam. 1 second, please. Yeah. So this Virat Rupa Varnana, Bhagavan continues, the ears are the directions, Shabdam is the Sravanendriyam, and the nose, it is the Ashwini Devas, Gandham is the smelling organ, it is then the mouth is the Agni or the speech. Actually the speech is Agni, eyes are the atmosphere, goes on and on. It gives a complete picture of this Virat Swarupam, how to contemplate this Virat Rupa Upasana. Okay, you can read Srimad Bhagavatam or other books to get a clear picture of this Virat Rupam. And eyelids, the eyelids are the day and night. The spot between the eyebrows, this is the place of Brahma. Water, the water, the apaha, that is the tongue. Rasam, the taste. Okay, it goes on. And smile, the beautiful smile of Virat Rupa is Maya. Very important. The smile of Bhagavan is Maya, and Prajapati is the reproductive organs, and the bones of this Virat Rupa, the Purusha, Virat Purusha, the bones are the mountains, the rivers are the nerves, and the chest portion is Dharma, the back portion is the Adharma, okay, and the hair, the Kesham, the Keshabharam. The hair is the clouds, and the Roma is the hair. Each one is the trees. The heart is Avyaktam, okay, and the moon is the mind. Like that, Bhagavan continues. The Virat Rupa explanation. And we will discuss in detail in that yogam also, in that chapter also. And Brahmana means not the caste Brahmana. Brahmana is one who has this sattvic qualities and one who has realized or in the path of realization. They are the Brahmanas, that is the face of Bhagavan. Vaishyas are the thighs, and the hands are the Kshatriyas, and the legs are Shudras, like that. So this is everything, everything in this universe is limbs or parts of this Virat Swarupa. So that means it is one body, right? So all of them, all of us, the humans, the animals and the species which is known, which is unknown, which is moving, which is appear to be not moving, all of that is one Virat Swarupam. This is what is explained in Vedas. Purusha Suktam, Sahasrashirsha Purushaha Sahasrakshas Sahasrapad. This is the Virat Rupa Varnana in the Vedas also. And in Shiva Sankalpam, there is a beautiful Shiva Sankalpam, one verse is there. Vishwatas Chakshuruta Vishwato Mukhom Vishwato Hasta Uta Vishwataspad Sambahubhyam namati sampatatrair Dhyava Prithivi Janayam Teva Ekastanme Manas Shiva Sankalpamastu. There are various places, in Vedas, there are many places. This is very clearly explained of this Virat Swarupam, Virat Rupam. So what indirectly, what Bhagavan says is that here, Jnana Yajnena Chapi Anye, those who have understood intellectually the Atma Tattvam or the Brahma Tattvam, they look at this world as Virat Rupam, one way. Another is Ekatvena, Sarvam Brahmamayam alone, like all the necklaces, all the bangles, all the chains, all the ornaments that is there, that appears as many, is gold alone. Okay, this is the thought. Ekatvena Pruthatvena, as one universe, one universal body of Bhagavan alone. Okay, Bahudha, like this. Jnana Yajnena Yajantayaha. What they do? They Jnana Yajnena Yajantaha means they do all karmas. Okay, all the karmas, let it be Vaidika karmas or let it be Laukika karmas, any karmas, any action that do, anything, any action, let it be cooking or they work in the office, or let it be they do the Vaidika karmas also, doing yaga and yajna, doesn't matter. All karmas in whatever swadharmam they are in, they perform this with this vision, with this upasana, that whatever I am performing is an offering to Bhagavan. Okay, because there is nothing other than Bhagavan here. If you remember, Brahmarpanam, Brahmahavir, Brahmagnau, Brahmana Hudam, Brahmaiva Tena Gantavyam, Brahma Karma Samadhina. That verse, please go through that verse, understand the meaning of that, and contemplate anything, the one who is doing the karma and the karma itself, and with whatever karma he is doing, wherever he is offering it, the offering, the karma, the result, everything, that is only one alone, that is Brahman alone. Brahmarpanam, Brahmahavir, Brahmagnau, Brahmanahudam, Brahmaiva Tena Gantavyam, Brahma Karma Samadhina. That is the same thing. Jnana Yajnena Yajantaha cha Mam Upasate. They worship me this way. Okay, they worship me this way. So in the previous verse, Bhagavan said, Satatam Kirtayanto Mam Yatantascha Dhridavrataha Namasyantascha Mam Bhaktya Nityayukta Upasate. So here the previous verse said, you chant Bhagavan's name at all times, thinking of Bhagavan alone, by Nama Sankirtanam or take a mantra, etc. And here Bhagavan says, Jnana Yajnena Chapi Anyena, intellectually clear understanding of what is this Atma by using Dridrishya Viveka or Panchakosha Vivekam or Avasthatraya Vivekam. Any of these tools you use and understand that Bodham is Bhagavan. The consciousness in every one of us, each one of us, that which is not away from me, which is very close to me, like that, the God is always with me. It is not away from me. In that thought, in that jnanam, yajantaha means do all karmas as yogam, as yajnam, that is yogam. So any karma that is done as an offering to God, and all the phalam is also God, and I don't exist here. In that thought, one who does, they worship me this way. This is the meaning of the 15th verse. Okay, and there were jnanis, thinking and have attained moksham. Even now also there are so many. One incident I will tell you. There is a great Mahatma whose name is Swami Ramana Charana Tirtha, or generally called as Nochur Swami. So once in his Purvasrama, he visited a saintly person called Brahmasri Balakrishnan Nair Sir. He is known as Balakrishnan Nair Sir. He was based in Trivandrum, and he was in a hospital, admitted in the hospital, and this Nochur Swami, he visited him. So when he visited him there, this Balakrishnan Nair Sir, he talked for about 1 hour only about Brahman alone, only Atma Tattvam, no other talk, nothing. So he said, I see Brahman only, I experience only Brahman here. All the doctors are God, all the nurses are God, all the instruments are God, everything is Brahman alone. I don't see anything other than Brahman here. And when Nochur Swami was leaving, he said, nobody has come here, nobody is leaving here, Sarvam Brahmamayam. And then one of the devotees, so somebody asked, sir, you have some ailment or something. He said, Mannang Katta. That's it. There's nothing other than Brahman here. Everything is Brahman alone, right? So this is the jnana anubhavam of a jnani. So it is not a theory, or it is not something which is told only in the books, etc. It is for you and me to experience in this life. In this life, ihaiva tairjida sargaha yesham samye sthidam manaha nirdosham hi samam brahma tasmat brahmani te sthitaha. So brahma nirvanam or mukti or moksham is this alone. Think of God, do all the karmas as an offering to God. By continuously practicing this, what will happen is the raga and the dvesha, the karma vasana, everything will be flushed out of the system, and we will attain that moksham or that freedom. Okay, that freedom will be experienced by each one of us, and it will happen by the grace of God. So we will move to the next verse, 16th verse. Aham kraturaham yajnah swadaham aham aushadham mantroham aham evajyam aham agniraham hutam. Aham kratu and yajna. See, kratu and yajna, these are two kinds of yagas. Kratu means a yaga that is performed, or prescribed in the Vedas, and yajna is those yagas prescribed in Smritis. So this is the explanation given by Shankara Bhagavad Padar. So Kratu, see, Indra has got another name as Satakratu. Satakratu is Indra. Indra's name is Satakratu. That is one who performs 100 yagas. He is called Satakratu. So there is a beautiful story in Srimad Bhagavatam. There was a king called Prithu Maharaja. So Prithu Raja, he was a great, he was a saintly person. So he did 99 kratus. He did 99. Not that he was looking for the place in the Surga as in the position of Indra. Nothing was there. He was performing yagas and he did 99, and he was trying to perform the 100th one. Not looking forward to the position of Indra and all. Okay, please don't think that way. So when he was performing the 100, Indra got scared. That is his problem. So Indra, he got scared and he stole the ashwam, the horse, of this, and he somehow interrupted the 100th yaga. And then the king sent for people, and then somehow he caught hold of that horse and then came back, and then again restarted. Again the same thing happened. So this was happening a few times. So the priest of that yaga, he decided to put the Indra also as an offering in the next one, the 100th one. So this priest, he decided to offer Indra himself, so that this problem will be solved forever. Then Vishnu, Bhagavan, appeared in front of him. Vishnu here means Bodham. Okay, remember, whenever you say Vishnu, Shiva, or any of the god that is told in Srimad Bhagavatam or any stories, remember as Bodham, consciousness. So Vishnu appeared, and also Yajño Vishnu. Okay, anyway, so Bhagavan appeared and said, see, the Indra that you are trying to offer me only, I am the one, and your aim of doing this yagas, we all know that it is not for Indra Padavi, but to know me, to understand me, to realize me. So I have come in front of you. Okay, so you don't have to complete 100 yajnas. It is not necessary that you should complete 100 yajnas. The purpose of your yagas or yajnas is fulfilled. Okay, and you have seen me. By saying this, Bhagavan disappeared. So this is the story. So this is the kratu. So aham kratuhu, I am that kratu. Okay, I am kratuhu, aham yajnaha, all that yagas prescribed in the Smriti, that also I am alone. Swadhaham, Swadha and Swaha. So Swadha and Swaha, they are the two kinds of offerings when you do perform a yaga. Swadha is the one which is the offering given to the Pitris. Okay, Pitris. So those the parents when they are alive, so the children, it is the duty of the children to look after them well, and in their absence, when they die, we have the reverence, we have that gratitude, and we continue to remember them and perform some yaga. That offering, okay, that offering is called Swadha. And the offering that is given to the devas, it is called Swaha. So Swadha and Swaha, both are me alone. Even in Shraddha Karma, you can see that in Shraddha Karma, generally people call two people, and one of them is contemplated as Mahavishnu, and the other one is as the Pitr. Okay, so the Pitr. So the idea is that you see Bhagavan in even them also. Okay, so when they are alive, you see, you have this Brahma Bhavam towards your parents, even your children, your relatives, everything you should have Brahma Bhavam. See in Srimad Bhagavatam, as soon as Krishna is born, immediately Krishna, as soon as he is born, the child gives advice to, there is a stuti. So there Bhagavan says to Devaki that Yuvamam putra bhavena brahma bhavena. So you look at me not only as just putra, as well as Brahman also, right? Not only as putra, you have the love and affection, etc. But at the same time, you look at me, you see me, you visualize me as Brahman inside you. So this is applicable to all of us. When we are dealing with people, when we are dealing with our parents or the children, etc., we should have the vision of looking at them, seeing them as Brahman inside. No need to tell outside. Inside our heart, we should see them as Brahman. So what will happen? There will be no likes and dislikes, there will be no dvesham at all, and the only bhavam will be is of love alone. Unconditional love, not expecting anything from them. That unconditional love, that will sprout in us. So that is the result of seeing Brahman in everything around us. So Bhagavan says, Aham kratuhu, Aham yajnaha, Swadaham, Swaha aham, Swadaham, Aham aushadham, Aushadham ahameva. Here aushadham means annam. Okay, annam is the aushadham. Then see, even the medicine also you can take that way also, right? In Taittiriya Upanishad also there is a saying, annadvai praja prajayante yah kasya prithivig sritah atho anne naiva jivanti athainadapi yantyantatah annagam hi bhutanam jeshtham. Annam hi bhutanam jeshtham. It is the oldest or the first one. Okay, tasmaat sarva aushadham uchyate. Because of that it is called aushadham. Here annam is aushadham, and that is me alone. Okay, aham aushadham, mantroham, aham mantra eva. So whatever mantra, right, let it be Om Namah Shivaya, or let it be Sri Rudram, or let it be Purusha Suktam, or let it be Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, or a small mantra or big mantra, or all that mantra, anything is ahameva. Mantroham ahameva ajyam. Ajyam is the ghee which is poured, which is offered in the yaga. Ahameva. Agnihi aham. I am that Agni also. Ahameva. Aham hutam. Hutam means that offered. Whatever is being offered into the fire is hutam. So all that, everything is me alone, right? So you can think of the same mantra, Brahmarpanam, Brahmahavir, Brahmagno, Brahmanahudam, Brahmaiva tena gantavyam, Brahma karma samadhina. So the same thing is here also. Aham kratuhu, aham yajnaha, swadaham aham aushadham, mantroham aham evajyam, aham agniraham hutam. Okay, So this is the meaning of this. That means indirectly what Bhagavan says is that whatever you see, whatever you smell, whatever karma you do, with whichever object you are doing karma, that object also me alone. See, if you are cooking, the water, the rice, the fire, etc., it is all even the instrument that you use to cook, everything is me alone, right? And you offer that to whom? To Brahman alone. And with everything is Brahman alone, there is no differentiation at all. The karta, the karma, and with whom we are doing. So the triputi, there is not there. Everything is me alone. See, this is what is, the appearance of all that is me alone. Okay, so everything that is appearing in consciousness, everything that is appearing on a desert, the water that is appearing on a mirage is the desert only. The snake that appears on a rope is the rope itself. There are no two things. Remember, there is no Jadam, there is no Anatma at all. Everything is Atma only. Atma appears as Anatma, appears, does not have any reality in it. It is false. It is Mithya. It just appears. It appears does not mean it is there. Okay, the one that is original, the real is only consciousness. That is why God alone is there. So that indirectly Bhagavan says in this verse, aham kraduraham yajnah swadaham aham aushadham mandroham aham evajyam aham agniraham hutam. Okay, we'll move to the 17th verse. Pitamahasya jagato mata dhata pitamaha Vedyam pavitram onkara riksama yajurevacha. I am the father, I am the mother, I am the sustainer, I am the pitamaha, grandsire or great grandfather of this universe. I am the purest pavitram, I am the purest onkara, I am the Vedas, Rig Veda is me only, Samavedam I am only, Yajurveda also I am only, Atharvana Veda also I am only. Even though it is not mentioned, Atharva Veda also me alone. So Pitamahasya Jagato Mada Dhata Pitamaha Vedyam Pavitram Onkara Rig Sama Yajurevacha. Asya Jagataha. See, Pita, the father of this Jagat. Pita Ahameva. Asya Jagataha Pita Ahameva. For a jnani, for a realized soul, the Paramatma is Bhagavan only. Paramatma is Mata only. Paramatma is Pitamaha only. We all heard the story of Ganapati. You remember the story of Ganapati? Once what happened, Narada, sage Narada, he went to Kailasa. So he had a fruit with him. That fruit is Jnana Phalam. It is. Okay, it is the Jnana Phalam. Now you know what is Jnana Phalam. So he said, he gave it to Kailaspati. Parameshwara he gave this. So Parameshwara, what he did, Shiva called both his sons, both of them. Ganapati was his elder son, and the Skanda, Muruga, he is the youngest one. Okay, Shanmukha is called. So both of them said, no, I want this phalam and all that. So Parameshwara, what he did is, he said, okay, one who takes a complete round, of this universe, one who goes for a round and then who covers this whole universe and comes first here, I will give this phalam. And Ganpati is a little hefty guy, Motu. So he was just sitting peacefully, whereas Muruga, he got his Vahanam. His Vahanam is peacock. Okay, he climbed on that and then he said, okay, let us go for the complete covering. We'll cover the whole universe. And he went very fast. As soon as he left, Ganpati got up and then he took one round, one pradakshinam around Shiva and Parvati. So then Paramashiva has no choice. So he said, yeah, Mata cha Parvati Devi, Pita Devo Maheshwaraha, Bandhava Shiva Bhaktascha, Swadesho Bhuvanatrayam. Mata and Pita, everything is all that is God alone. So the Paramatma is Mata and Pita. That is by Paramatma. So the whole universe is Paramatma alone. So it is not necessary to walk around. So he just took a pradakshinam around his father and mother and he got the Jnana Phalam. Okay. So he got the Jnana Phalam. This is the story. So the Tattvam here is Paramatma alone is Mata. Paramatma alone is Pita. That is why in many of our Lalita Sahasranama you can see the Mata is always considered as see Shiva and Shakti. There are no two different things. You cannot separate Shiva and Shakti. Shiva is Shakti and Shakti is Shiva only. So there is no differentiation. So the world that is appearing, okay, it is because of the Maya Shakti, but that world which appears is Shiva alone. Okay, there are no two things. Remember, there are no two things. Bodham and Jadam, no two things. There are no two things like rope and snake. There are no two things, desert and the water. The water that appears is desert alone. The world that appears is Brahman alone, God alone. Right? The pot that appears is clay alone. Remember this. The pot is clay only. The pot which appears as a pot is clay. There are no clay and pot. You cannot have both. Only clay is the Satyam. The pot is an appearance which does not have any reality in it. Okay, so Pitamahasya Jagato Mata Dhata Pitamaha Vedyam Pavitram Omkara. Yeah, so Omkara, we already discussed Omkara is the Pranavam where Omiti Brahma. Om is Brahman alone. Right? Mandukya Upanishad is full of explanation of this Om only. Om is Brahman and that also me alone. Pavitram Omkaraha, then Rik Sama Ejuhu Ahameva. All the Vedas is me alone. Ahameva. Right? So then see, when one progresses, okay, when one progresses in the spiritual path, let it be Vaidika karmas or let it be Laukika karmas. Okay, but it will be normal job which is not done by a Vaidika person or a job that done by the Vaidikas. Both, when this karma anushtanam is done as a yogam, okay, as a karma yogam, they start practicing Brahman. When practicing that everything is Brahman, ultimately reaches a state where everything is Brahman alone. They experience everything as Brahman alone. There will be no disturbance of the mind. There is no feeling of any loss. There is nothing they feel missing. Okay, so that is the Brahma Bhavana. So Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa says that see, in a vessel, in a vessel, if there is a lot of dirt is there, so the dirt is the Vishaya Vasana. To remove the dirt, you have to put ash. You put some ash or soap, okay, and then you have to rub it, and then you wash both. So you flush the system, flush the Vishaya Vasana with Brahma Vasana, and ultimately both will be washed away. What does that mean? That means that Brahma Vasana also is a Vasana, but that also will be automatically flushed out. That means we don't have to think with our intellect that all the time Aham Brahmasmi. Buddhi is not necessary. Vedas are not necessary to teach us that Aham Brahmasmi, Tattvamasi, etc. Because by practicing with the Brahma Vasana, even the Brahma Vasana also will be removed. Okay, that is naturally Brahman alone exists. This will be the natural state of a jnani. So intellect is not necessary, Vedas are not necessary to clear the disturbance. There will be no disturbance, there will be no shogam at all. Then always Brahman alone exists will be the natural state of a jnani. Yeah. We have few minutes. We will just do 18th also. 18th, 9, 18. Gatir Bharta Prabhu Sakshi Nivasa Saranam Suhrit Prabhava Pralayasthanam Nidhanam Bijam Avyayam. Gatihi Bharta. I am Gatihi. Gatihi means one who gives the phalam. Okay, that is the gati. Or you can take it as the goal itself. I am the goal. The phalam is I am the gatihi. I am the goal. Gatihi. And the path also you can take gati. We know the path also we call it as a gati only. That also me alone. Bharta. That is one who is the supporter. Bharta means one who supports, supporter, or one who nourishes, or one who rules. Bharta. Prabhu, Lord. Prabhu, we know. Prabhu, one who owns the whole prapancham. Okay, the whole universe is owned by Bhagavan alone. Prabhu. Sakshi. Who is Sakshi? Who is the witness of all that is happening here? Who is the Sakshi? Nivasaha, where the whole universe reside. Adhishtanam, Adhishtanam or abode. That is Nivasaha. Sharanam, that is where everyone has the ashrayam. That is ashrayam. Sharanagati we call it. We reside in there only. Okay, that is the Sharanagati or the Sharanam, refuge. That ashrayam for everything here, all beings, humans, animals, everyone. The ashrayam is Bhagavan alone, that consciousness alone. Sharanam. Suhrit, friend, who is a very close friend, like a friend. You ask whatever you ask for, it is given by. See, the consciousness gives. Suppose you ask to become a doctor, who is giving the power to study, who is giving the energy to study, etc. Consciousness alone. So whatever you ask, like a friend, Bhagavan gives everything. He is like a Suhrit Prabhavaha, where the whole universe arises. Prabhavaha, Prabhavasthanam. Everything arises in consciousness. In Bodham alone, everything arises. Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti, etc. All these traits arise and subside in consciousness alone. Prabhavaha, Pralayaha, where it dissolves, and Sthanam, which is the Adhishtanam. Right? Nidhanam is another word. There is a treasure house where the universe is protected. Treasure house, it's a locker. It's a locker. In a bank and all you have a locker. Nidhanam, where you keep things safely. So it is like a treasure house. So the universe is protected in Nidhanam. Bhagavan is the Nidhanam, and Bijam also. Bijam means which is a seed from where the whole universe arises. It is a Bijam. And Avyayam, imperishable. It is ever there. That is it never deteriorates, never by quantity or quality, or it is Ajam. It is never born, never dies. And Avyayam, it is not possible to destroy. Okay, Avyayam. So 1918, one more time we will read. Gatir Bharta Prabhu Sakshi Nivasa Saranam Suhrit Prabhava Pralayasthanam Nidhanam Bijam Avyayam. So Bhagavan gives all these explanations to give more clarity to the Swarupam of Bhagavan, God, consciousness, right? We'll continue next class from 19th verse. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Harihi Om Tat Sat Brahmarpanamastu.